football as we jump into the action in the first quarter. Play action now. Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing it in here on second down, this time complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. A gain of 5. First down, Minnesota. They run again on first down. Cook. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Hands to Dalvin Cook.
A gain of 3, second down.
At the 21-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7. Cousins. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the...
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. B.C. Johnson there to make the grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Kickoff for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Well, the Green Bay offense heading back out. And you look back to 2019 for the Packers. A 13-3 finish. So the first round bye, a playoff win. Couldn't get past the 49ers in the NFC title game. But it was a team that seemed to be maybe 3 pieces away. But then came the shocker on draft night. Jordan Love taken in the first round. And the talking heads, they made that the story of the offseason. And then I asked you about it, Charles. What did you make of the selection, and what do you make of their chances in 2020?
I know that they can say that they were trying to recreate history. Remember, Brett Favre was fully entrenched when they drafted Aaron Rodgers, and he sat for 3 years before he started. And that's worked out well for Green Bay. But for a team that made the NFC Championship game, needed help with the receivers, and especially on defense against the run, I was very surprised that they took Jordan Love out of Utah State to be a backup.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Cousins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Cook, the ball carrier.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks get them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup.
One of the underrated aspects of Davante Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, he was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league. Constantly works on his footwork, constantly works on how he gets away from defenders in order to get open. He's a guy that number 12, his quarterback, trusts implicitly.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
An 8-yard.
Good catch by Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and that's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself. They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver. Speed to burn. He can stretch the field. They just need him to be as dependable catching the ball as we saw there throughout the season.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And able to find out on Lazard. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
1st down, Green Bay.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end.
Rodgers' pass. Complete.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
Jones, the ball
2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So not much time to speak of remaining. The kicks away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him a dependable target. He can be that and more. And remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown? That guy right there, Kyle Rudolph.
He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast. It's
Pressure, and down he goes.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. Tyler Irvin back deep. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own
The Packers ready to take over offensively. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
intercepted.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Well, that was dangerous.
Incomplete.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And this one's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Johnson.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll 2 more. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pickup. First down, Green Bay. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
The tight end, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Back-to-back for him, and it's another first down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Complete. This is loose. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. It's caught here by Adams. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And he is caught at the 7-yard line.
Rodgers pass.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
23-yard attempt.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Mason Crosby.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. Business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Packers 10.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on that.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
You know, people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Well, the Vikings offense going back to work. And 2019, that was a 10-6 season, a win in the wild card round at New York.
And got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 62 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
First play of the drive there is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown.
Touchdown.
Kyle Rudolph there to make the grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 30-yard line.
Second and 5.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And an incomplete pass.
Rodgers.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Able to find Lazard. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers.
Complete.
Alan Lazard, 70 yards. And the Packers are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 20.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line.
He's got him in, complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Throw the point after.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. You approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
For Minnesota.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he's got Lewis. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So we have reached halftime here in an 11th as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That's complete to Lazard. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Jones on the carry.
It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down.
By Cameron Dantzler. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 27.
From the 27, Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Flush to the races, down the right side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
And Aaron Rodgers carries the mail himself into the end zone. Now, we know he's not running as much as he used to, but he still has plenty of mobility to get outside the pocket and scare teams. A lot of them are still playing him to throw the ball downfield, but when he decides to take off, he's still dangerous.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him
14 on that one and a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Cousins now to throw on first down.
They're quickly to Thielen here.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Now with 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's the run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now the Packers get set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Rodgers will bring The huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught by Adams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And so from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers got it open now. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the Vikings, 31-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
MrSmith.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 15-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Ball carrier.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Packers on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Complete to number 17.
Davante Adams. There to make the grab. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is down to a field goal now. A 10-play drive that time. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Now K.J. Osborne. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
And now out comes Minnesota. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He's tackled.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Cousins. And it's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, 41 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
Gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
First down, Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So that'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now this throw caught left side, and he's taken down inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
19 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Rodgers now on first down. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander and just
be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Complete to Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 16-yard
operating from the gun. Rodgers, wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are back within a score. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
The kickoff for Green Bay.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. After the touch, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
The tackle by Dean Lowry.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Cousins to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
1st and 10.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14.
The tackle made
brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 31-yard attempt.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.